So this episode we're going to be looking at the mixer. Now this is a Behringer DJ X400. This is a really cheap mixer. Every mix is going to have essentially the same functions. It might have more or less, it might have some effects, it might, if you're using a computer mixer, everything's going to be the same concepts. You're going to have the same modules and they're going to do the same thing. So once you understand one of these, you should be able to move between, even if it's a computer mixer and a hardware mixer, between two fairly simply. I'm going to start off on the left. This is a mic section. Not really used much in DJing, but some people do like to use it. You've got a simple level that's going to control your volume, your highs and lows, which we're going to move into shortly, and then we'll talk about the monitor section later on. And the most important part of this mixer section is your channel strip. Your channel strip here is going to control how the music sounds. You want to move from the top down to understand this. At the top, you've got a trim. The trim is going to control the volume of what is being played through this channel. So to understand how a mixer works, your sound is going to leave the player. It's going to be converted off your USB into sound, which is going to be transferred into your mixer. This is now your channel 1, and to control the volume of what's coming in from the CDJ, you're going to use your trim. So this is going to be your volume control for the sounds coming into the mixer. We're going to talk about soon about this controlling the sounds going out of the mixer, but for now we just need to understand that this is controlling the sounds coming into the mixer. Moving down from your volume, you have 3 controls. This is your EQ section. You're going to have your highs, your mids, and your lows, and this is a 3-band mixer, which means it has 3 equalizers. You can also get 4-band, 5-band mixes, but most mixes that you'll be playing on will have a 3-band. Your top value is your highs. Your highs is going to be controlling high-pitched sounds in your songs, like hi-hats, really high-pitched vocals, maybe guitar solos. It depends what kind of music you're playing, but that's what you're really looking at. Moving down from that is your mids. This is going to be some of your drums, your bass lines, your vocals, all those sorts of things. And then you're going to be looking at your lows. Your lows are going to be your kicks, your big bass lines, just the really low end spectrum of the music that's coming in. Now that we understand how we're going to control music coming into the CDJ, into the mixer, we need to understand how we're going to control music going out of the mixer. This is where we're going to talk about your sliders. Now your sliders are going to control the volume of each channel. This is a 2-channel mixer. You can get 4-channel mixers, you can get 6-channel mixers, but you only need 2 channels if you're only playing on 2 players. To control the volume going in and out of the mixer, you're going to use this slider. As you can see, as the slider gets higher, the volume gets higher. Slider gets lower, the volume gets lower. Same as we spoke about before, if the trim's turned down, the volume turns down. If the trim's turned up, the volume's turned up. Then we can look at the EQ section again. Turning down your highs is going to turn down those high frequencies. You can use lots of hi-hats. Turning them back up. If you want to lose the mids, turn the mids down. If you want to lose the bass drum and stuff, turn the lows down. The last section on here is the crossfader. This is going to control what's coming out of the master channel. If you have your crossfader all the way to the left, it's going to be letting the left player out. If you have it all the way to the right, it's going to be letting the right player out. Your input channels and your faders are the same for both sides. And if you have a 4-channel mixer, it's probably going to be set up vertically. You've got a master section here, which is going to be controlling your volume. If you look when it turns up, you can see the volumes coming out of both channels. So your left and your right speakers. You've got a master level to turn the volume up and down. And there's a few other sections on this mixer that aren't really that important. There's a surround sound setting, the beat assist and the counters. Don't worry about those. The final section is the monitor section here, which is going to control your headphones. Your headphones are going to be plugged in at the bottom here. and they can be controlled from this section here. This is going to control your headphone volume and which channel your headphones are playing through. We'll touch on that more in the next episode when we're learning how to mix two songs together. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're using a hardware mixer like this or a software mixer like Virtual DJ, it's going to be essentially the same thing.